In this video, I'm going to talk about SolidWorks CSWP, 3 things I wish I knew sooner. So why CSWP breaks good modelers, good designers? Because the most people fail CSWP not because they don't know the tools, but because they model without a plan, right? They just see the task and just start right away. They don't think about future changes. They just create this task one that I have. They don't think if something will change later. Feature tree is fragile. That means it's messy, right? Maybe you use too many features, too many sketches. And when you change something, there are errors. They panic when configurations appear. And they lose time fixing rebuild errors, right? Because they don't know where is the root of the error. And the CSWP doesn't test how fast you click. It tests how you think as a designer. So the tip number 1, model for a change, not first version. Because this is the biggest mistake. Your model works only in the original version, but CSWP always changes dimensions. So do this instead. Use stable references. When I mean stable references, I mean standard planes. Don't use too many faces to create sketches on. Avoid edge-based references when possible. Referencing to the edges. Avoid, always go to the standard plane to the origin. Plan core sketches. You have to know what is the main sketch that holds main dimensions, okay? Separate master dimensions from details. This is related to the previous one. You have to know what are the master dimensions, main dimensions, and those ones that are less important that are about the details. So before every feature, just ask yourself, what will break when these dimensions change? Or what will change if I change this dimension? So this is tip number 1. Tip number 2, master sketch and design intent. So without design intent, you're gonna fail. So do this instead. Create layout master sketches, okay? This is very important, define symmetry. You're gonna always have the symmetry. You have to define the symmetry in your models because when you change one dimensions, then both sides will change accordingly, okay? Use reference planes and reference these planes to the standard planes, to the origin, and so on. And also control proportions because CSWP love seeing models that scale without chaos, okay? Not that they love, but this will get you good results and fast solving problems. And tip number 3, practice under time pressure. This is very important. You may say, okay, I can solve this problem. I can solve all of these tasks. But the question is, can you do this under time pressure? That's why I have to practice under time pressure. So run timed drills. Practice modifications, right? Try to change that. What's going to happen? Try to change this. What's going to happen? Rebuild models from scratch. Simulate exam conditions. Okay? And stop posing tutorial videos, right? Just take the tasks, time yourself, and try to solve the problems. So these are the 3 tips. To recap, model for change, not a first version. Master sketch and design intent. What are the main dimensions in the sketch? And practice under time pressure. If you have these 3, you're good to go on the CSWP. Now, if you want the full preparation, the exam style practice for a CSWP, you can click the link below and you can check out my course. See you in another video.